Splatfest for Splatoon 3 have kind of evolved the way we do fests in Splatoon. In a move that clearly takes into account that Nintendo and Amiibo are canonical companies within Splatty lore, the upcoming fest is literally pitting the entirety of the Triforce against itself to determine what is the best boon. You know, before you go beat up whoever has the remaining two so that you can make that wish come true. Not the point. As a proponent of chaos, also because I want to make pure gear, I wanted to go with power. But I felt something well up within me when I went to the stand and saw those three figures. As much as part of me flat out knows that Link does not have a real world holding in this fest, Twitter was drooling over images of Tears the King and Ganon, and Alpharad, without even being a Splatoon gamer, has silently and accidentally convinced a good chunk of brainlets to rep Team Zelda, which could be good cannon fodder in a fight. Link has always been there, except for those points where I wasn't playing. Whether it was Mario Kart, Smash, or even my brother's copy of Spirit Tracks, this silent protag, sporting a total canon vocabulary smaller than Kirby of all people, has literally been evolving with my online persona and keeping odds possible by literally stabbing at a brick wall with a sword until he can either go over the wall or cut it in half. I have a college degree. I can respect bashing your head against a wall in a specific way to get at the person who told you to do it in the first place. So each day is going to have two sections, context and con up. Context is going to be how I'm going into the stream, any little anecdotes that I think are important or funny. Con up means console on, drink open, laptop set, switch docked, because it's controllers up. I had to keep reminding myself that the Splatfest was this weekend because of how discordant this one is. The only member of the Cephala gang I had at my side on the time was Rneku. And I didn't know what he has planned since the fest starts during Cinco de Mayo and my uncle was having a party that I wanted to pop into. Which I did. It was fun. I saw my sister and found out that I have another super chill stepbrother. He wants to be a firefighter. I hope he passes his tests. So, I'm kinda expecting the usual Splatfest fare, since I'm usually alone or with an incomplete squad during these. I'm not rocking the popular vote, nor am I winning at conch shell rates at the moment, but I got my dualies. Why does that feel wrong? Battles were rough. Though, what else is new? I'm usually in the Splat since I mostly play offensive dualies. Subbing in my bubble tub to be a backliner can only do so much, to be honest. Mostly ran into my own people, who would of course play their hearts out as though they were fighting against other teams instead of turning it into a non-violent game. I even hopped off of the fest day one to take a break from it. Because I was forced to, they put me in the timeout corner. I returned to the Splatlands and ended up paired with a stringer who likes to rely on flakes. We'll just put a pin in them for now. No worries, they won't move out of the way of the pin, no matter how big the pin is. Made a few picks of my own, reminding me that the bowcaster was part of the reason why I bought into this title. Until I kept seeing win after win, with brushes, rollers, and wipers. On Team Courage. Where the idol is...
I'm having conflicted feelings now.
Link. Were our swords the counterplay? I better get
the Sword of Heroes!
I busted out a wiper and proceeded to annihilate the opposition or annoy them into submission long enough to gain a nice smattering of points. I even made friends while I was out there, other players who understand that if we're gonna make a stand in this fest, we must rely on our collection of blades. I even spent a little bit seeing if I could make one of my bros proud since I learned to brush under them.
Got him.
As the night came to a close, I busted out my dapples to sneak in one last win so I could end stream before my Switch died. No. I went to bed in a rather positive state, worked on the script for night 1, and decided to change things up a bit since day 2 is weird if you exist during the day, incorporating halftime and tricolor into the mix since I'm mostly killing time till 7 or doing ProFest. Unless it gets really diminishing, like Pokemon, I can always make shorts. I didn't sleep much at all. I ate lunch. That dad was in the spare room most of the day, so I couldn't play, and instead, I hung out with a bunny Una. Alright, so today's focus is putting some points on my pro play status. Might try to pair up with some of the new buds I made, but there's still that whole thing of how I have no way of speaking to them unless they find my streams or I feel like putting up with relying on Switch chat. Whatever happens, happens. Let's start off Kokiri. Wish I could bring some fellow sweats in with me, but the big battle's on break for this party. I don't have many friends that fiend this game, and I don't do Nintendo chat. Judging early whether or not this is going to be worth it is going to maximize my time here. KS doesn't mean kid stuff or kind swing. It means keepsake. It's what you played for. Pro Play provided a few real deal fights, well except this one.
Let's not use that. Oh my god! What just happened? Really? Score, please. Score. Can I? Give me that. Give me that. Yo, what the fuck am I looking at? How did we win that?
However, every team gets refreshed every match, so I dipped out of there and then got pulled away from whatever I was doing for... So tricolors are available, and to be honest, I'm just gonna go in and get some points on the board. Not gonna lie, I hate going in there alone. Now that the defenders can beat anybody, might be able to bug some of my new friends, but I tried my luck on my own, and...
I might have guessed something. Oh, I might have... I did it! I won! I got 3.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this on in the back. This was it. This is the moment I truly figured out how to exploit the meme. What is more broken in freaking King of the Hill than literally bull rushing the objective for splats instead of the objective?
I gotta go get it, 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 I gotta go get it! Just win the fuck.
Double kill.
Come at me!
Triple kill.
Bruh! Bruh! 3 in a row!
Rampage.
Outplayed! Outplayed!
Running.
Excuse me? Bruh, that's 4. I'm just going in a circle. Outplayed. We are the kings of the hill.
Kilimanjaro.
5-4-5.
So after I bullied a few tricolor rooms, a team up of epic proportions even occurred.
Die. My
Killtrocity.
what?
However, this was a rather full fest for me, as after the team up of the bye month, I was hit with disaster after disaster after disaster, gaining another timeout ban. So since I was with Rneku, we decided,
According to if this works, this shouldn't punish us. But table turf is a thing.
to make the most of our time, and I opened up a table turf lobby. It was disturbingly high definition.
You know what? I am okay with that.
just like can't play regular games, apparently you can play table turf because yeah, your hologram is super clear now.
So we had fun schwaxing at the table and decided to give it another round of goats.
Wow. And the previous play session didn't.
More table turf it is then! So this is basically another version of the shoal or the private room spot. Here players can set up decks and battle it out not on the turf scene, but on the turf field. Considering this is like 2 to 8 switches communicating with each other instead of 8 across the planet to render an entire moving, color-changing field in several 3D dynamic perspectives, I think this would be a great addition to Splatfest. Not just because it's another way to cinch in points, but this could be a simple and much more stable way of introducing multi-team rooms, or friend battles that can't rig the fest. I know I'm not the only person who's a little lonely when all of their friends are split betwixt several teams. I also know how annoying it is to load up the game and then get punished for other people's crap connection, or the servers being so full the game literally goes, sorry, you can't play the event everyone else is in because someone in your game had a connection so bad it deteriorated yours. Please exit this party back to normal Splatsville. Plus, if you have a nice set of matches against players who are, on opposing sides but aren't your friends, you might make a new friend, which gives you more incentive to keep playing. This game basically lives on friendly interactions expressed through little to no speech other than reverberated gargling, ink fire, and emo. Not gonna lie, if I was playing against someone who was having fun schwaxing me, editing our decks, and seeing if I can beat them, I don't know about you, but I'm sending them a friend request. Now let's talk actions. Each card has a certain amount of turf it can cover, and you can get special charge by surrounding these dark spots with anything including the wall. Special casts let you paint over somebody's turf without needing to contest their active card, and players win by covering the most turf. Play a card, gain turf. Get a charge, spend charges, use a special, lose turf. Pass a turn, lose, win. I just outlined every action that you, the player, could contribute to the fest if table turf was incorporated. You can even skip the part of determining sacrificial points from passing and having to discard certain cards. Seriously, I won a match against my friend by literally building a hybrid splatter shot on the field.
Okay, well, of course it looks like a stage.
I have the whole squid beak here.
Setting special attachment. Weapon has been handed to the gunner. Charge is live. Secondary attachment supported. Charging.
Good shot.
Operator, do it now. Take the shot.
Can't stop it,
Secondary support fire activated. Yeet!
What's the sound of it?
I literally won by building a splatter shot. I literally looked at my hand and I was like, wait a minute. If I just put all this stuff together, it kind of makes a gun.
apparently it just works.
It just works.
Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. It all comes down to Sunday, people. Once 7 hits, that's it. So, I got up and got fitted for the day of my brother's wedding. Which wasn't today, no worries. Got complimented by my mom's friend on my sense of style, making him another person I've introduced / converted to flamboyant clothing or accessorization by existing. 8, got set up, and hoped for better communication betwixt me and my fellow courageous cephalizans consoles. Okay, this day wasn't really about swinging swords anymore. The map rotations were actively screaming at my senses that the fest was winding back into normal, non-meme play. Wide open engagements with tight, long sightlines that begged to be ogled by a jet squelcher. Nah, I gotta keep the meme. Not gonna lie, we kinda got fested out because Wisdom kept performing literal magic and turning matches from withering washes to casual cookouts and back to us getting washed again. So we took a break and just hopped into Salmon Run, which is not a segment for this video as that break can be a video in itself. We parted ways, I ran down my skill ticket, and then thought. And I thought long and hard about how I wanted to spend the last bit of the fest, as I would be alone since crunch time has begun. Which means that nobody's really willing to sacrifice a, communication error for the amount of time that you could be losing at the end of the fest. With the time I had and the people I met along the way, I decided that I wanted to set up another table turf deck. The game is just so fun, and I want to challenge a few friends of mine in the future. I mean, I did spend like the last 20 minutes off stream in matches using a gun mode. Don't get me wrong, I want to pure tier here. Honestly, after everything I've been through for each fest, it's taught me something. These fests were never about advertisements. I mean, they are basically ads, but it's not about ads, power, knowledge, or bravery. It's about joining the internet masses on a pointless display of fun, thinly veiled as a 3-way, 3-bullet-pointed, 3-sided argument with 4 sentences. It's about splitting and mingling the various cliques and teams that live within Splatsville, just to see how similar and different we all truly are. It's about taking your best head and footwear into battles, not just because you're deadly, but because you know you look TF drippy. It's about sticking with a team of randos as though you've known these fucks your whole life because they're getting absolutely cooked along with you against X-ranked teams. Yet sticking around afterwards because they know that you're at least decent. It's about getting put in the timeout corner mid-party and literally using said corner to make your own party, with blackjack and off the hook. Not dancing with idols, breaking tier lists, or representing ever-responding avatars in a kingdom whose legacy is steeped in a bed of war, conflict, mental, emotional, and physical toil, torture, and turmoil, alongside idols who lust for power and order. It's about playing the goddamn video game the way it was meant to be played. To the stringer player who was absolutely sucking some off trying to snipe in a game where we lost the entire playfield, I thank you. You were so bad at the hero bow. My petty ass decided to prove how you can play the damn thing better. Doing this clued me into the one thing I've been ignoring since day one. Everyone is following Scott Falco's meme animation and it's winning them games. No, Splatsville isn't about power, wisdom, and courage. It's always been about bullshit, brain cells, and buffoonery. This is one of the only games I know of that both my human friends and my fellow flukes play still. I dream of the day that I can unite these worlds, especially since my skittish ass doesn't hang around many. But I can always rely on the Splatlands to accept me as I am. A non-binary pooling with a dually in each tentapaw. Thanks for watching this or throwing it on in the background of your daily workings. Like, share, subscribe for more, comment, engage the algorithm. Politely and comedically petition the devs to incorporate like a timeout corner where players who are time banned can play table turf or something for like a couple hundred clout, or at least like online table turf battles for fun and levels. Hop on over to my streams where I might be trying to take on the world of table turf. And until whenever I post next, we love participation trophies in Splatsville. Remember to roll.
Dumb idea, go.
I mean,
What? What?
if you're confused, like you most fit together perfectly.
Yeah, I could see that one. Splatoon lore enthusiasts, do with that what you will. Do with that what you will. No. Right. Got him.
Hey,
Die. Not one.